Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and ghouls of all ages. Well, we're back in downtown LA and back at Boomtown Brewery. It's a great place. But we're here for Witchy Ways event. And if you want to hang out with a bunch of beautiful witches, this is the place to be. So join Becky Boo and I, and let's go have some fun.
ritual time. Can I summon everyone to the stage? We're going to be doing some ancestral magic. Don't be scared. I actually need you guys to get closer. Witchcraft does have like a range. I need you guys like here for that range. We're going to be doing a ritual today for ancestral remembrance. Being a little shy, that's okay. If you guys want to be where you are for the ritual, I am fine with that. The rituals that I do for Witchy Ways Market, I try and make them accessible in the sense that you guys walk away not just with an experience of magic, but so that you guys leave with magical education, so that you guys have this to take home and work into your own practice. To teach everyone that magic really isn't that far away from your life, and it's something that is attainable that you can do at home. It's the Samhain season, the veil is thin, everyone's feeling spirits, everyone's thinking about their loved ones past. We're missing our beloved dead. We're thinking about setting up altars or ofrendas to honor them and offer them, but what can we do past that? What can we actually do to honor our ancestors, but also have them close to us? Because we always hear about how they're part of our spiritual crew, but what does that mean? And that means that they can give us guidance. And I remember a couple years ago, my friend Elle, who actually is over at MMIX, not right now, they're invisible right now, but they're around somewhere. I was talking to Elle, and we were just talking about how crazy the world was. And they told me that they had been communicating with their ancestors, and that their ancestors told them, we've done more with less. And when Elle told me that, it sat with me. And I feel like that was such an amazing affirmation for an ancestor to give us, to remind you that they did it. We can do it too. We have more knowledge, we have more wisdom, we have more resources than they ever did. They gave away so much to get us where we are. And it's so important for us to remember their strength and their sacrifices so that we can carry that on, because one day we will be the ancestors. And I don't know about you guys, I'm not planning on being like a little bitch ass ancestor. I'm gonna be a cool one. And that's all to say that we have to remember our ancestors. Did you know it only takes 3 generations for you to be forgotten? It only takes 3, which means your great-grandchildren won't know your name. And I think I know one of my great-grandparents' names, that's it. And it makes sense, you become forgotten. So how do we honor our ancestors and make sure that they do not get forgotten? It's by blessing them with the gift of immortality. You know, when we hear about immortality, we think of things like Lestat, right? I don't think I want Lestat to be my ancestor. No thanks. But what immortality really is that your memory lives on, that your name lives on. And when we can bless our ancestors with that, we can gain their guidance, we can gain their wisdom, and we can live in a harmonious relationship with them. I practice Strega, that's the Italian witchcraft tradition, and we believe that we are our ancestors. And you can take that to think that that means that you're reincarnated from your uncle or your aunt, or you can take it to mean that their blood is in your veins, their bones are your bones, their magic is the basis of your magic. And that is what this is about. So I want everyone to partner up, get somebody that you feel like you can share with, because we're gonna do story time, because there is power in story time. That is how we have all of our magic today, because our ancestors mastered the craft of storytelling and it became magic. And that is how we are honoring our ancestors today, by telling their stories. And I do have candles for all of you. I'm going to start over here. Everyone go ahead and grab one as they come through, because we're going to use these to connect and bless our ancestors. This is all part of the work here. It wouldn't be witchcraft if there wasn't some kind of trinket. Trinkets are important in witchcraft. So I want you to think of an ancestor that you want to honor today. It can be somebody that you're blood related to, it can be a mentor, it can be a pet, it can be a past lover. Our beloved dead is our beloved dead. There is no rule on what that means other than we love them and they are dead. So pick your beloved dead. Who do you want to honor today? Who do you want to feel close with? I want you to start thinking of their name. Think of what they looked like. The feeling that you got from them when you saw them. If there was like a signature scent. And I want you to find your partner, whoever you're partnering up with. Right? Because again, it's story time. And I want you to tell a story of your ancestor to this stranger, because this is how we bless our ancestors to move forward and to live on and bless them with that immortality. I want you to tell them your ancestor's name, and I want you to tell them a really fast, your favorite story. And I'm going to share mine right now. My grandmother, I called her my Betta. We're Italian. So usually to call somebody pretty, you would say Bella, Bella Mia, but we're Sicilian, so it's Betta. My Betta Mia, she used to call me that all the time as a baby, so as I grew up, I called her my Betta. Now I usually refer to her as Nona, because no one else knows what Betta is, but she was my Betta. And she was this spicy, like shorter than me little Sicilian lady that was just badass, and she was born like what, I think in the 20s, so she was also like one of the very first career women. She like tested missile circuit boards or something, which when I knew her, this was post-stroke, so she was kind of dingy. So when I found that out, that was horrifying. Okay, I was like, oh my God. But when she lived in an assisted living home, she was very cool and really, like I said, she was spicy. Every Halloween, she let me dress her up. One year, she was a princess and she had a ball gown. Another time, I wanted to make her look like a Spice Girl, but she really looked more like Madonna. And she was like 78, and she was like, yeah, dude, sure, let's do it. She didn't care, and I think that was awesome. But my favorite story about her is one that actually took place on her deathbed. Again, we're Sicilian, which means we have weird Italian names. And I say that because I'm not a huge fan of Italian names, and apparently neither is she. Her name was Vincenza, and she hated that name. Everyone called her Gina because that was her middle name. She hated her name, Vincenza. So I went to go visit her. This is a couple days before she died. She grabbed my arm and she's like, Shauna, I really hate my name. I'm like, I know, Becca, I know. And she's like, never name your children after me. I'm like, wasn't planning on it, don't worry. She grabbed my arm like really hard, and she was on her way out. Like, this took effort. She was like, not even the dog. I was like, wow, you're passionate about this. No problem. I promised her I won't even name the dog after you. So then years passed, I'm talking to my now husband, then boyfriend. I told him this story, and I realized like I never promised that I wouldn't name my cat after her. So I am waiting for an all-black female cat to come my way because her name is going to be Vincenza. And that is how I'm honoring my grandmother. I'm honoring my Nona, my Betta, and you know what? She's got a good sense of humor, so I think she'll be okay with it. I also honor her. I always, whenever I make my pasta sauce, I always put hard-boiled eggs in it. I know it sounds weird. Try it, and then you will thank the next weird little Sicilian that you see because it's delightful. That is my story of her. That is how I'm keeping her alive. These are the stories I am passing down to my son, and that I will encourage him to pass on to his children or his friends. And now I just pass this on with all of you. And thanks to you guys are helping her stay alive. So go ahead, take a moment, and share your story. Share a bit. Everyone to wrap up. Did you guys get to share your stories? I don't want to interrupt. Okay. I think it's really beautiful that we can do this and that we can have this story time and share this about our ancestors and people and open up. It's a really beautiful way to keep everyone's memory alive. I want you to take the candle I gave you. I want you to think of that ancestor who you were just blessing with immortality. And I want you to whisper their name to the candle. This is like a phone to the other side. We're going to go ahead and call them. And if you guys have ever done a ritual with me, you know I like a good chant. I love me a good chant. This one's easy. I see you. I hear you. I call. By doing this, we're setting the intention not just of bringing them forward, but also to open and align our third eye so that when we do get signs, when we do get symbols, because a lot of times they're very subtle, you're going to be more in tune with them so that when your ancestor is trying to talk to you, you'll catch that too. Okay? So we're just going to do it 3 times. I want you to hold your candle. I want you to think of your person, your pet, your ancestor, whoever it is. All right, we're going to start low, then we're going to get high. I would love everyone to be as obnoxious as I am. And on that last one, let's get loud. Let's just yell, right? I think we're all a bunch of angry people. I think there's some yelling in there. Let's just channel it, okay? Yeah. All right. All right. I see you. I hear you. I call.
I see you, I hear you, I call.
Wow.
I see you, I hear you, I call.
So mote it be.
So mote it be. So mote it be.
We're yelling across the veil, guys. You gotta get loud sometimes. They can't always hear. It's a little far away. I hope that you guys were able to take this, really understand where I was coming from about immortality and the importance of it and the wisdom that we can gain from our ancestors if we open our third eye and we open our ears and we really watch for that and listen for it and remember that they live on within us every single day. So it is our job to honor that, but to also remember we will be that ancestor one day. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna be a good one. And I'm gonna make sure that my people that go on after me have some really wild stories to tell. And I will have lots of dogs named after me, okay? My name is Intuitive Shauna. Thank you so much for doing magic with me.
Yay! Thank you!
It is always an honor to be here at Witchy Ways Market. Thank you so much and blessed sound to each and every one of you.
And remember to hit all the buttons to see the most current content. And to keep up on what we're doing in the spooky, creepy world.